So what I'm going to do is take you through a brief tutorial of how Audacity works. Now this is going to be brief, and it's not going to be anything too complex. It's going to be very raw. Nothing that you can put on TV or the radio or anything like that. I'm just going to show you how to import a couple of clips, and kind of like mess around with them to get them to how you want them to be, and then from that point on you can export them and then save them to your desktop or something like that. But the purpose of this is not only to show you how this works, but to let you know how important something like this is. Audio software. At this point, you should have read the PowerPoint. Audio software can be used for a number of things. Your very own podcast. You can use it for work. As far as what we're doing here in online instructional training, this is definitely a great tool to use for online sources. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is file, import audio. And the first thing we're going to take is this song that I already have on my desktop. So this is a song. This is a song here. Spacebar plays it. Now what I'm going to do is, because I don't want.
How can you fairly assess something?
So I don't want any audio playing. I just want the instrumental. So now I know the song, so I already know that the instrumental plays out for a long point at the end of the song. So I'm going to drag my cursor down the timeline to about 4 minutes and highlight it. And you see down here, it tells you the time here, 3 minutes and 59 seconds. I'm just going to highlight a good section here. And then I am going to cut this section with the cutting tool right up here. Now, if I was to cut this, it would delete it, as you can see. Now, when you're doing production, Control Z is your best friend. Any mistake you make, you Control Z, and it's done. So I don't want to cut that out. I actually want to cut everything around it, which would be this trim audio outside the selected area. So now I cut everything out. Only problem is I have 4 minutes of silence. So very simple. What I'm going to do is draw this here and delete it. So now the instrumental is at the very beginning of my timeline. And remember what I talked to you about clipping. Watch this. So you see at the top here, you can see at the top it's hitting red. That means it's clipping. That means it'll be way too loud. Clipping can actually blow out your speakers or something like that, your headphones, anything like that. So we want to take this down. This is the dBs, the decibels. We want to take this down to somewhere about -12. That'll be pretty good balance of sound. So that'll be here, gain, -12. Actually, I don't want to mess with the pan, so I'm going to Control Z that. So now let's have a listen. Much better. It's not clipping anymore at all. So now I'm going to lay this track a few times, because this is only, if you highlight the whole thing, this is only 49 seconds long. So I want it longer than that. So I highlighted it. Now I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to paste it right next to it. So now it's going to loop over and over again. Now I have about 3 minutes and 17 seconds of time. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a voice track of me talking and speak under this. So I actually want to lower this down just a little bit. I want it to be more of a background noise. So let's take it down to -20. Even lower would be better. There we go. Something nice and soft. So now we could just hit the record button here, and it's going to record my voice track, and I'm going to say something like, "Hello class, welcome to my presentation about Audacity is an audio software. Thank you for tuning in." So basically all I'm doing here is creating a voice track, and I'm going to play it underneath the looped sound I already made, which is right here. As I mentioned, very many uses for this particular thing here, and like I said, practice makes perfect. So the more you play around with this, the better you'll get. You know, you gotta have the proper tools. I mean, I'm doing fine. I don't even have a mouse though. I'm using the trackpad here, but you know, with the mouse and stuff like that, you can get precise cuts and everything like that, and you can seriously make quality radio playing music from software like this. Even software on your phone, whoever has iPhones with iMovie and things of that nature. So this is a very good tool to have, as I stated before, especially with teaching. Can't stress that enough. This will be a great online use. So I have the track here. I'm going to stop it and let's see how it sounds blended with everything else. So now we'll go and play the track. Hello class, welcome to my presentation about Audacity is an audio software. Thank you for tuning in. So right now the sound is pretty good. It's about at negative 24 dBs, which is kind of where I want it. I may raise it a little bit. So let's get this down to the rest of the audio. We'll delete that. And let's see what we have. Hello class, welcome to my presentation about Audacity is an audio software. Thank you for tuning in. So basically all I'm doing here is creating a voice track, and I'm going to play it underneath the looped sound I already made, which is right here. As I mentioned, very many uses for this, and that's pretty much it. From that point, you can file, export as an MP3. I also talked about this in the PowerPoint. And we'll call it Lucky Me. Save it right to the desktop. No, I don't want to replace, so let's try that again. Lucky Me remake. And it says my track will be mixed down and exported as one stereo file, which is fine. And that is all.